Good morning, everybody. Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World. Sorry, I just stepped in a hole. I got my landscaping trailer home, and I'm going to be working on it, painting it, cleaning it up over the next weeks. It needs new tires, which I'm going to get ordered, and a little bit of work, but I'm going to get on that, check the wiring. Chris had been borrowing this, and I finally got it back. Now over here, I was out before the sun was quite up, and went through a tank of gas and the good old Husqvarna chainsaw, still running well. It's great for the first tank or two of gas, but then it gets tired in the hot summer days, so I use it in the cooler days and mornings. Still runs beautiful for that. So I'm gonna process up everything in the yard here this year, and later on I'm gonna get the log splitter going. I didn't cut that one there for because it's got a lot of dirt, so I'll get back to that later. I want to roll it over and dry it. Anyway, I'm gonna get it doesn't look like much now that I got it cut up. That was a tank of gas, and I'll get that split and stacked, and it'll be ready for this year. It's, what is it, 2 years old, I think. And oak, though, once you it'll hold moisture until you split it and lay it open. So I may actually set up a spot along the fence line over there somewhere for this stuff to dry for another month, because we still have 80-degree days, and that's enough to dry this stuff. And I still got probably about three more mornings of work to do here, cutting all of what's left here in the yard. 3 or 4 mornings left, and maybe a month or 2 months of heating the house. Maybe 2 months, maybe even 3 months, possibly. I'm going to be making some improvements to our home heating, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, there it is so far. Before the rain came on, I got out here and I did some more cutting. It sure doesn't look like that much here now. I cut a bit over here. I cut everything that was up high and easier to get. And then over there, I cut a massive wood. And I ran another tank of gas through, and I cut a whole mess of wood up over there and throughout this area. And yeah, another tank. So I've got about that much again scattered throughout the yard. So after breakfast, I just got right to it. It wasn't that hot yet, and I knocked it all out. And I'd have probably done a third, but you know, weather permitting, you do what you can do when you can. I'm not going to use my equipment outside in the rain. Hey everybody, got a box in the mail. Let's see what we got here. It's a little bit tight, and it's raining outside, so I can't go out and do an unboxing here. So it's a little bit close quarters inside right now. The best place I have to open this. Oh, that's a bigger box here. What do we got here? ThruNite Catapult. Well, let's check this out. Let's see, gloom outside. Catapult Pro. That looks big. We got our typical accessories. Let's see, there's a spare push button, power on button gasket. There's a lanyard. There's probably recharging. Let me see. Yes, oh wow, I gotta grab that off the floor. There's 2 gaskets, 2 USB port covers, a spare push button seal, which I dropped. There's a little ring, a lot of accessories. ThruNite always gives you everything you'll ever need. There's a USB charging cable, sheath, belt clip, carabiner clip. Very nice. And we got here a pretty big looking light. Wow, look at the size of that. Wow. So, let me read the warning. This is something new. I've got to check that again. Oh yes. It used to be they had a little plastic tab on the end of the batteries, and now what they do is they loosen the screw before shipping so that the battery can't accidentally be turned on and engaged during shipping, which would be disastrous for the battery. So, it turns on, and it is charged. Little status indicator right there shows its status of charge. I like that a lot. Typical ThruNites right there in the push button. So, I'm going to have to check the specs here, and we'll get back to you in a minute. So, there's a few functions on here which is standard, and some things that I'm seeing are becoming standard. You long press, and you get Firefly, which I love. That is, what is Firefly? 0.7 lumens and lasts for 42 days. That means probably about 120 days if you're using it only at night. And that is amazing for nightlight or for getting around in emergency scenarios or reading a book when you don't want to bother anybody around you. Now, something unique with ThruNite now, and I'm seeing in a lot of their lights, if you long press while in Firefly, you get lockout mode. Now, it's locked. It won't turn on. It's locked out. I love that. I love it. So my flashlight never kicks on while I'm traveling. I really love that feature. Long press again, and it's back in Firefly, so now your light functions normal again. Really, really nice. It's not totally foolproof, but it sure is a good thing to have, because I can't tell you how many times I've grabbed a flashlight, bumping around in the truck, and it was drained. So I love that feature. Now, as you've already seen, single press turns on the light in whatever mode it was last in, and holding the button will cycle through infinity high. Whoa, that's bright! And it double clicks when it gets to the highest point. And then long press again, and it cycles all the way down to the lowest setting, and it'll double click. And that's your lowest setting. Your high is 1,482 lumens. You can see on that camera it's got to dim down. And your lowest is all the way down to 42 lumens. So it's infinitely adjustable in between. And I like to set it where I'm going to use it all the time and leave it. What I love about ThruNite, every time you turn it on, it's right where you last left it, which I love. Now, from any on setting, whatever you have it adjusted to, double click and you get turbo. Now this is going to be insane. 2,713 lumens. I have to look away for a minute. Boom. Crazy bright. Brighter than the sun in this place. And triple click from any setting and you've got strobe, which can seriously blind an enemy. I am now blinded. Strobe has 776 lumens and can run for 3 hours. So if you're surrounded by enemies and you have to get out and blind them, or surrounded by wild coyotes or wolves, you have 3 hours to escape with your life before they get you, or before the battery runs out. Pretty cool. This thing has an insane range of 1,000 meters. That's like 1,000 yards. That is really, really incredible. I can't wait to get that out in the field and try that out. And it's waterproof up to 2 meters, about 6 feet. Impact resistance to 1.5 meters, which is about 1.5 yards. We'll take this out in the field and we're going to hardcore battle test this and field test it. I love dunking them in the water, so we'll be doing that too. And see what its real range and capacity is going to be. So stay tuned for that, guys. Meanwhile, I'll put the links down below. You can check it out and get yourself one if you don't want to wait. I am feeling that this is going to be a mega whopper of a flashlight. I can't wait to get it out there and try it out. Well, that's it for now. Full updates coming soon. Stay tuned. Well, my work for the day has been cut short. We got a powerful rainstorm a super hard, heavy rainstorm, and it has not stopped raining since. So I had to rush and put all my tools away. The idea was to run all of this on the log splitter, but in the log splitter I got all ready to roll, but nope, not right now. So that'll be it for this day. Please like this video, subscribe if you haven't. You never know what's coming tomorrow at the homestead. Hopefully I'll be splitting firewood, but that all depends on the weather. Check out my Patreon site, and just for $1 a month you can get special video clips and unique giveaways. And check out Michigan Prospectors, where we go out rock hounding, mining, and prospecting, and a bunch of cool stuff. Talk to you all later.